Sophia and this is Sis Crafting. Today I am going to be showing you how to make a fall candle holder. For this tutorial you will need a jar. I'd recommend maybe not getting a mason jar, as the mason jar has like the raised design on it. You need something smooth. This actually had food in it at one point. Some leaves. These leaves weren't ideally the leaves I wanted. I wanted more like maple leaves, like the traditional leaf shape, like fall leaf shape. These at least have the color. Our local craft stores are all Christmas now. You can't find anything fall, barely. So this is what I was able to find. Some Mod Podge. Obviously you don't need this much. A foam brush. Some rubbing alcohol on a paper towel. This is to clean your jar. And then a candle and some matches. Let's begin. To begin, you want to take your jar and your rubbing alcohol on paper towel. You can go ahead and fold your paper towel. If you'd rather use a cotton ball, you can go ahead and do that as well. So I'm going to open this up. And this is just to remove any grease or oil from the surface of your jar. That way, the leaves really stick to it. Alright, you want to give that a second to dry. And now, while that dries, with your leaves. Now if your leaves have a plastic vein, like mine, you're going to need to remove that. It won't stick as well to your jar. So what you do is you just peel it. You don't want to peel it too fast, you don't want to rip your leaf. But just you want to go ahead and peel it. I would start with the small veins first. It's harder to do it from the stem. So I would definitely start with the small little veins of the leaf. Work from the top to the bottom, outside in. So there we go. So you want to remove, you want to clean up enough leaves to cover your jar. Alright, now that you've gone ahead and done that, you've got your leaves. Bring back your jar. It should be nice and dry by now. Get your Mod Podge and your foam brush. I would recommend pouring your Mod Podge into this little jar top. Take some of your Mod Podge and you want to apply it to your jar, wherever you're going to put that leaf. So you just want to apply it. Get a nice little coat in the area. You're going to take your leaf, and you're going to put it right down there. You want to put the pretty side out. And it's a little tricky to stick on. If you need a little more Mod Podge, go ahead. You can use your fingers for this. I would definitely recommend using the foam brush. I don't really like touching it too much. Get your fingers all sticky. Just want to add Mod Podge on top, on the jar. Just kind of smooth it out and get it to stick down. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's probably a little bit more realistic if it doesn't fully stick down. It does slide around, so you may have to reposition your leaf. Alright. Now I'm going to move on to my next leaf, so you just keep turning your jar. And you want to keep doing this all the way around your jar. As you can see, I've gone ahead and covered my jar with leaves. Don't worry about the white from the Mod Podge, it will dry clear. Just make sure you don't have these thick lumps, because then you get like these thick clear lumps. You kind of want to smooth those out. You want to give it sort of a thin, even layer of Mod Podge. So now my leaves have dried. I didn't mention this before, but I am actually going to add a little rim border on the top. I have some dark brown burlap ribbon. You can use twine, burlap ribbon, anything like that. Kind of gives it a really nice look. So I'm going to take my hot glue gun. What I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to put a strip of hot glue, and I'm folding it in half. So in half, get a little bit, dry it a little. I didn't put enough, so we're just going to add a little bit more. You don't want to overdo it too much, if not, because then you'll see it through. You can also use normal glue. And this time I'm going to do it a little bit at a time. So a little bit, fold it in quarters because the rim is very tiny. Alright, so now I have my burlap ribbon all ready to go. You want to remove all that hot glue strings. And now I'm going to hot glue it to the rim of my jar. Now something I would definitely recommend is you need to wait till your Mod Podge is fully dry. If you don't wait, then the hot glue will not stick to wet Mod Podge. I've tried this before and it does not work. So we're also going to do this a little bit at a time. You want to go ahead and trim the edges so you get a nice clean look. So to smooth my ends, I tried to apply some hot glue. It didn't come out the greatest, so I would definitely recommend just using normal school glue. So this is how the final product came out. We have a nicely decorated jar. And now for the candle. I'm gonna go ahead and stick our candle in. And now you want to be careful with this part with the matches. You can absolutely burn your fingers, and that's not pleasant. I'll light it quickly. Alright, so there it is. And then you can turn your lights off. You've got this beautiful fall candle holder. It's beautiful in the dark. And then you want to turn your lights back on, of course. I really hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do decide to follow it, we would love to see your creation. Just post on Instagram and tag us at siscrafting747, and we'll be able to see it and feature it on either our YouTube, Instagram, or both. Please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.